Today I will teach you about stoichiometry. Before starting today's topic, subscribe my channel for more easy and simple video lecture. The introduction of the stoichiometry. The word stoichiometry is derived from the two Greek words. One is stoichion and the second one is metron. Stoichion means element and the metron means measure. It means in this by word this the definition or by word the meaning of the stoichiometry is the measurement of the elements. Now, what will be the definition of stoichiometry? Stoichiometry is the study of numeral relationship between the amounts of the reactants used and the amounts of the products formed in a chemical reaction. It means it shows the relationship between number of moles of reactants used in a particular reaction and the amount of the products formed in that chemical reaction. So it means it gives mole to mole and mole or mass relationship of the any material, any chemical material in the chemical reaction. For example, if we have a chemical reaction where nitrogen combines with hydrogen forming ammonia, if we look at the chemical equation, we have 1 mole of nitrogen combined with 3 moles of hydrogen forming 2 moles of ammonia. Now this amount of the reactants, that is 1 mole nitrogen and 3 mole of hydrogen, it shows the relationship with the amount of the product formed, that is 2 mole. Stoichiometry is based upon the law of conservation of mass, which means the mass of the reactants equal to the mass of the products formed. According to law of mass of conservation, mass can neither be created nor destroyed. Mass of amount of the mass remains same before the reaction and after reaction. We can see the example as we have nitrogen in the reaction having mass, relative molecular mass is 28. Mass of hydrogen that is used in the reaction is having mass 6, and the amount of the product formed, that is ammonia, it has mass 34. So when we calculate the masses of the reactants, it becomes 34 gram, and the mass of the ammonia formed is also 34 gram. So mass of the reactants and the mass of the products in any chemical reaction remain same. It means masses can never be changed, they remains conserved. What do we use this? Why do we use this? The importance of stoichiometry. It is used to predict the amount of the product that will form in a reaction. If you know how many grams of the reactants you have that will be needed to produce a certain amount of the product, it means this stoichiometric relationship is used to predict the amount of the products formed, or it is also used to predict the amount of the reactants used in a particular chemical reaction. Now, there is a daily life application of the stoichiometry where we are using stoichiometry in our daily life. Let's have an example. If we have a cookie recipe that makes a dozen cookies, the chemical equation for this might look something like this. For example, if we have 4 cup of the flour, having 2 eggs and 200-gram butter and 1 cup sugar, all these ingredients, they combine to form 12 cookies. But if you have only one egg, so how much of the each of the other ingredients do you need, and how many cookies will the new recipe make? If any one of the ingredient will be changed in its amount, then how the other ingredients may be vary according to the first one. Well, if you divided each of the ingredients by 2, the new equation would be, in case of having one egg, the whole recipe, the whole ingredients become 2 cup flour, 1 egg, and 100-gram butter, half cup sugar, and they form 6 cookies. It means by dividing half of the ingredients, the amount of the products will also become half. Now, the types of the calculation that involve in stoichiometry. Uh, these following 4 types of the simple calculations which are involved in calculation, having mole to mole calculation. If moles of the substance is given and you want to find the mole of the other substance. In second calculation, if the moles of the substance is given and you have to find the mass of the other substance, and if the mass is given and you have to find the mole of the other substance, and in last calculation, if mass of the substance is given, then how can you find the mass of the other unknown substance? Let's see have first example, first type of the calculation, having mole to mole calculation. How can you convert, how can you find mole from the given moles? For example, calculate the number of moles of ammonia which are formed from 12 moles of hydrogen. You can see that I have underlined the main things of the questions, like number of moles of ammonia. You have to find number of moles of ammonia while the moles of hydrogens are given. As we have discussed in definition stoichiometry, it is the relationship between the number of moles of the reactants and the number of moles of the products. For this calculation, equation is required. Balanced chemical equation will be required. So nitrogen plus 3 moles of hydrogen forming 2 moles of ammonia. Now the things required, the chemical that are required is hydrogen and ammonia. Out of these two, anyone can be written first. Hydrogen ratio, ammonia. First of all, you will write this. You will find the stoichiometric ratio. Hydrogen having 3 mole. From equation, you will find how many moles of hydrogen are used in this equation. These are 3 mole. Put 3 under hydrogen. How many moles of ammonia are formed from this 3 mole of hydrogen? They are 2. Now, number of moles of ammonia, they are unknown. They are supposed to be found. And the mole of hydrogen, they are given. They are 12 moles. So cross multiplication of these values, x multiplied with 3, 3x is equal to 12 into 2 becomes 24. And after simplification, we will get 8 moles of ammonia. So in this equation, if we have 12 moles of hydrogen, we will get 8 moles of ammonia. In second example, how many moles of nitrogen are required to react with 10 moles of hydrogen? If you have 10 moles of hydrogen, then how many moles of nitrogen are required to react with this hydrogen? So now required substances are nitrogen and hydrogen. Find their ratios: nitrogen ratio hydrogen. How many moles of hydrogen are here in equation? They are 1. How many moles of hydrogen are there? They are 3. Put 1 ratio 3. Now in second line, you will write down 10 moles of hydrogen which are given in the question and unknown for the nitrogen, because we have to find moles here. After cross multiplication, we will get 3x is equal to 10 and x is equal to 10 over 3. And the number of moles of hydrogen, they are 3.33 moles for nitrogen. So we required 3.33 moles of nitrogen if we have 10 moles of hydrogen. Keep in mind the number of moles always written in there are 3 non-zero figures are required to write the number of moles. I think you will find this topic clear and simple. Till next video, goodbye.